Let me share
See,
it.
there's mine.
The music's going?
It is right.
Okay, good. Now I'm going to share it. I'll wait for the 30 second. Yeah, that's neat.
NBC Wednesday Mystery Movie will not be seen tonight, but will return next week at its regular time.
Hi, I'm Teen Angel. You probably heard about what happened to me and my short back in '57. Well, ever since then, I've been haunting this here malt shop, because it's where I used to hang out, you know? That used to be my booth, right there, where I'd sit all day drinking colas with Betty Lou. Most of the kids now, though, drink this uncola 7-Up. Of course, we could have drunk 7-Up, too. But in them days, we figured having 7-Up with your hamburger was like wearing a bicycle clip on your chinos. We thought nothing could beat out a cola. Well, we was wrong. 7-Up, the uncola, is really with it. It's Nowsville, man.
A ticking bomb means trouble for Batman and Robin.
Holy, breaking and entering. It's Batgirl.
Quick, Batgirl. Untie us before it's too late.
It's already too late. I've worked for you a long time, and I'm paid less than Robin. Same job, same employer means equal pay for men and women.
No time for jokes, Batgirl.
It's no joke. It's the federal equal pay law.
Holy act of Congress.
If you're not getting equal pay, contact the Wage and Hour Division, U.S. Department of Labor.
Time to make the donuts. Dunkin' Donuts are always fresh.
I made the donuts.
We make them at least twice every day.
Time to make the donuts.
Not a few kinds, like supermarket.
Made the donuts. Time to make the donuts.
But up to 52 varieties.
The donuts. Time to make the donuts. I made the donuts.
Dunkin' Donuts, up to 52 varieties, fresh day and night. No supermarket can say that.
I'm so particular about my coffee, I make it myself. Make it a new way, by the pot, using instant Maxwell House. Only one with this recipe. Use 1 teaspoon per cup. Add water, cold water. Bring almost to a boil. Let it steep for a moment. Now do it my way, see? You like it.
Instant Maxwell House. So much richer, you can make it by the pot. And now from Instant Maxwell House, this exciting free offer. The history of our presidents, with stories that jump right out of the page.
That's George Washington crossing the Delaware. That's Abe Lincoln and Gettysburg.
And Teddy Roosevelt, and more. Plus interesting facts about all the presidents. This timely, informative book makes learning fun. And it's yours free when you buy 2 6-ounce or 10-ounce jars of Instant Maxwell House coffee. See your grocer for details.
Show starts in 6 minutes.
There's just a word, and there's no mistake in it.
Hello, Joe. What do you know?
All right, let's sample a bottle. Well, I'll make it 2. 1 for you and 1 for me.
Diet Coke. Okay, where is it? You mean
you ain't got it? No, we ain't got it, and we need it. We got a big date tonight. It ain't there yet.
It isn't even here yet.
Where is it?
We're out of it.
What is it? Where do we get it? What is it?
The factory's got it.
Oh. Is this it? No, idiot. Hello, factory? Where is it? Keep your shirt on and you'll get it. Let's go, boys. This is it. What is it?
It's about time.
It's Aquanet hairspray for women.
And girls.
Anyone can give a girl flowers. The more you use hairspray, the more you need Aquanet.
I'd do it in a second. The fans will dig it. They've waited long enough. I've just got to get the other lads to agree. I think I can convince them. I'll say, lads, the time has come to eat our pizza crust first.
Good idea, Ringo. Yeah. Stuffed crust pizza from Pizza Hut with cheese baked into a new, thinner crust. You'll want to eat it crust first. Now with free garlic dipping sauce.
Wrong, lads.
Large is $9.99.
It's 5 minutes till showtime.
Hi, gang. Big Fig here with that great new dance, the Newton. Hit it, Hal. Ooey gooey, rich and chewy inside. Golden flaky, tender, cakey outside. Wrap the inside in the outside. Is it good? Darn tootin'. Doing the big Fig Newton. Here's the tricky part. The big Fig Newton. One more time. The big Fig Newton.
Hey, welcome once again to the program.
I'd like to talk to you about good things to eat, like Swiss cheese on a crisp Ritz cracker, or a chunk of ham on a crisp Ritz cracker. Peanut butter and jelly on a crisp Ritz cracker. Everything tastes great when it sits on a Ritz. You hungry? Then have some onion dip on a crisp Ritz cracker. Good cracker. Good cracker. From Nabisco.
Show starts in 4 minutes.
My TV reception was never this good. Hey, you're new. Not really. I just wear well.
Hey, you use Right Guard too, huh? The super dry one, huh? Really does a job stopping wetness, they say.
Who does?
Me? I use the deodorant Right Guard. You know, one shot and I'm good for the whole day.
More than one shot and I'm not good for anything.
Hollywood's still the same. Call time, 6 in the morning. So I need a breakfast that's more than good tasting. One that helps to keep me from getting hungry. Fortified oat flakes. It's got plenty of vitamins, protein, and iron, and its own natural sweetness. I don't even add sugar. Post-fortified oat flakes really stays with the guy. This morning it's going to take me to Tokyo and back.
Oh, free beer.
I gotta warn you, boys, those seats are taken.
By us.
Okay, I warned you.
Excuse me, those are our beers.
Excuse us. We should have known these were yours.
You being that rugged outdoor type and all.
Fred, couldn't you see him hiking through the Rockies, climbing snow-capped peaks like some great American hero?
Who do you think you are, John Wayne?
No, that would be me.
Yeah, right. I'm Ben Cartwright.
No, he's over there.
Anything we can do for you?
We was just about to buy a cold one for the Duke.
Don't make a point of saying that too often, and once more will be too often.
Coors Light for the house!
Like this little fracas is about over.
Channel 7. A little louder. A little softer. A Channel 5.
For those who don't have a butler, Zenith suggests Space Command Remote Control. It changes channels. It changes sound levels. It even turns your TV off or on without wires or batteries. Space Command remote control is available in a full range of screen sizes, and it's now standard equipment in the new Zenith Space Command line.
Channel 2. A little softer. A little louder.
At Zenith, the quality goes in before the name goes on.
Showtime!
And now, on with the show.
Now, everyone at home, Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heiny Ho. Mecca Lecca Hi, Mecca Heiny Ho.
Well, look who's in
here.
my room in here.
Hey, fellas. It's Chance Bartels. Or Chance, or is it Buttles and James?
It's Chance Fartels.
Bartels.
No, it's Chance Bartels. How you fellas doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing good. How you doing, Al?
I'm doing good.
Yeah, you're doing good. Yeah.
You know, it's turned cold outside again.
It's turned cold. It'd be nice if I could see you.
What are you doing?
I had to adjust your camera because you have moved.
I see.
And you're in what they call a skinny box.
I know. You got the big box, of course, you know.
And we got and Chance is already, he's already drinking. Okay.
Happy holidays, everybody. My little Foster Brooks in prison.
Happy holidays to everyone.
Actually, it's Pepsi Cola. Yeah.
It's Pepsi. Well,
he's in Coke country, but he drinks a Pepsi.
And pizza.
That's okay.
Having a little holiday cheer today.
And that's a Pizza Hut pizza, which he.
Well, I have to thank Chance. He brought dinner or lunch.
He did. Yes, he did.
You know,
and that's a big Pizza Hut box, too.
That's a big pizza, huh?
Big Pizza Hut
You
box.
can't take any home. I'm
gonna, I don't plan to take any.
Chicken wings, breadsticks.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's good. That's good. Whoa.
Was it 2 large, like, pan pizzas and then a large, thin and crispy?
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And it was like 50-some bucks, too, right?
Yeah, 48.
Prices have really gone
you can
up.
get a large pizza used to for like $8.
Yeah. Well, pizza. Well, as he pointed out, the Pizza Hut, the large, used to be $10.
This was $18 for a 2-topping.
Yeah. Which why?
In my local Papa John's had a special I told you fellas about. For the longest time, all summer long, it was great. $8.48 out the door for a large 1-topping pizza.
Wow.
No more. It went up to $13.
Yeah, but everything has gone up.
I know, I'm tired.
Go to the grocery store.
I was at your Kroger buying drinks for us, some sodas and stuff, and a bag of regular Cheetos was $8, $7.99, and that was a sale
But it
price.
had to
Not
be
a family size, regular large.
A regular
large size,
That's
not the family size.
That's unbelievable.
At Kroger,
That's
here in
unbelievable.
Gwinnett County. I know.
Wow.
That's highway robbery, and we're letting them get away with it. Thank you, Congress or Joe Biden, or whoever was responsible. I'm sure it's Trump's fault, right?
We won't go that road.
No, everything seems to be Trump's fault. So.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's just accuse him.
Well, Chance, how you been? I haven't seen you over here in probably what?
Since April of 2023.
Really? That long ago?
That's the last time I was here.
Yeah.
Whoa,
You're doing fine.
April?
Yeah.
It's been that long?
Yeah. And we're almost in January 2024. Depending on when you're watching this show.
So how long have we been doing a podcast?
We started June 15th, 2019, you and I, with the Nostalgic Pod Blast.
When we got,
and then Tom came on board with the 3rd episode.
That's right. That's right.
Which was about the Honeymooners. Yes, the Honeymooners.
You know, it's still one of the best shows I think we've done was with the Honeymooners.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And we put that on the radio on TZA. We replayed that and did a live wraparound.
That's right.
That was fun.
Our wraparounds weren't very long, though, were they?
Well,
we were up against a network show, or what were we up against? We were up against something. We were up against a time.
I don't know. Maybe Chance remembers. I don't.
We were on the radio. We were on 2 until 4 on Saturday.
2
live.
to 4.
Yeah, 2 to 4 p.m.
Okay. We had a 2-hour slot.
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
And so I would, in the beginning, before the station, COVID killed that radio station. But what we'd do in the beginning is play a replay, but we would be live in the studio in the beginning and the end, and then we were just going to go entirely live.
Right.
But then the station went away before we got to that point.
Yeah.
But it's now evolved into Fistful of Radio.
Yes.
Well, it
yes.
was Fistful.
Fistful of Radio began when TZA went away to keep it going, and they had a live show, Shannon Burke with Kara in the morning, and some other best of content. And now I run it. Fistful of Radio out of Atlanta, which you can stream anywhere in the world.
Now, do you still run the camera on that? Or
Yes,
now that he's on
106.5? 106.3, which is a local station here in Atlanta, a low power station. But it's a Dickey Broadcasting station, and that's a great operation. They have 680 The Fan, a sports station, which is a heritage flagship of the Atlanta Braves.
They have AM 1230, but they never promote it.
Oh, yeah.
It's because the phone number has those two, 1230.
Yeah, that's extra 106.3.
What's happened to WGST? Are they still around? I mean,
Well, they went to Black Information Network. I don't know if that's still around. That's what they called it. I mean, don't send letters or comments.
Yeah.
It was called the Black Information Network.
Well, no, that is a network that stations can carry. Yes.
So I don't understand what designates it as Black Information.
I have no idea.
I mean, it's just a weird thing. I know what urban radio is. It's urban music, but there's urban news. I don't get it.
Well, there was a Black something network that came out of Atlanta. A lot of the producers at the Weather Channel,
a radio network,
television network.
I know about BET.
No, that's not BET.
Okay.
But that went under not too long ago. We bought them, or Allen Media Group bought them. And
Byron Allen.
Right.
Yeah. So we incurred all the equipment and everything. So
what a mogul he is, from real people to a mogul owning almost everything. He's up there with Tyler Perry.
Yeah.
And I saw he was on our show the other day, and the silly channel guide says comedian Byron Allen. I'm thinking, no, that's mogul Byron Allen. He's no longer just a comedian.
Yeah.
I thought that was strange. They're still referring to him as a comedian.
Well, he's got to deal with CBS, where some of his stuff like the Grill Awards. Which used to be like the Trumpet Awards.
It used to be on TBS.
For TBS.
Yeah.
But now it's a different award. It's called the Gray Awards, and it's Black Achievement, and it ran on CBS. So he's got to deal with CBS. We do CBS tapers and whatnot. But anyway, I digress. That's what's happened locally. But as far as GST goes, you don't know what they are? What
they were Black Information, like I said. I don't know if they still are, because that failed in the ratings. It didn't do well.
I haven't listened to them. It's funny. I just don't listen to local radio like I used to.
Urban listeners are going to listen to V103 in the Atlanta market. They're not going to listen to Black Information. I mean, the numbers prove it.
I either listen
That's not
to
just generalization.
Sirius Satellite or stream your own music.
Yeah, same here.
Yeah,
same here.
I just
do you listen to terrestrial radio mostly, or
a little bit?
Okay.
A little bit. I listen to that BK on the Air on Saturdays I like, and then which is on a small station in Cartersville, Georgia. And I listen sometimes to Florida Man Radio, where our friend Burke went to in Orlando, where his house is. And, and 106.3 sometimes.
But you got to go online to listen to his show.
Correct.
Right?
And do everyone on Facebook Live. That's usually what I would do, is tune into the Facebook Live stream.
Gotcha.
That's what most radio personalities are doing. They're on camera now.
Right.
Even SB, the Von Hessler guys, they're on camera, I believe.
Yes.
Well, that's the way, your radio is that way. The Burt Show was on camera.
Yeah.
Everything's on camera. You got to be on camera to keep up.
Yeah.
And stream it on social media platforms to reach people outside your terrestrial, if you're on the radio signal.
Now, music of your...
Oh, your better half, Tom.
Yeah, so let me... so as far as the music of your life, do you do that?
Yes.
You still do that?
Yes.
Explain what that is.
Music of it's a network. It's on a bunch of stations. You got a phone call.
It's his better half.
I was better half.
I heard her say, "Where are you?"
He needs to silence his phone.
No, it's all right.
No.
But I don't listen to a whole lot of radio. YouTube. I'm watching more stuff on YouTube than anything. And you're doing TikTok, which I don't do.
I like TikTok, but I do like YouTube to watch podcast.
I don't watch cable news anymore. I'll say that right now.
I watch TikTok more than I probably should.
Yeah.
He told me earlier he never watches television. I said, "Yeah, you watch your phone."
Yeah.
Like, guess what he does.
And you don't TikTok hardly at all, right?
I don't do TikTok. Al was showing me before we went live today a lot of funny videos and freaks and characters, and I can see where you would get hooked, and I can see where it's a great source.
A lot of
media,
people are afraid to mess with TikTok, but there's nothing wrong with it. It's no worse than any other social media.
Well, they say that China's all tied in, and they can see all your information.
They own it.
And everything, so it's kind of like that's why.
Spyware. Well, everything's spying on you. I mean, if you
everything,
your phone is spying on you.
I guarantee when you went to Pizza Hut, you were on camera.
Yeah.
Oh, cameras are everywhere.
Cameras everywhere. So big deal.
Like our favorite weekend show, right? Live on Patrol Live on the Reels channel.
Yeah.
That's an addictive show. I mean,
It is.
I could not believe. Oh, there's always a car crash. Some woman went into a ditch and she tested like she was 5 times the legal limit. She drove her car. She missed the turn to
Well,
go
remember
left into
they-
her neighborhood. And she
they-
went into a ditch. And she wasn't slurring or anything.
Well, they asked her.
She
if
didn't
wa-
seem drunk.
They asked her if she wanted to do a sobriety test.
Field sobriety test.
But she said no.
No, and so they locked her up.
Then she says, "Oh, okay, I'll do it."
Yeah, when
I'll
they
do it."
handcuffed her, no, wait a minute, can I still do it? I said, no, that option has sailed. That's
Yeah.
coming on. You're going to jail. And then they tested her at the station, and she was 4 times the legal limit, they said.
Wow.
But they were not in Coweta County last night.
Yeah, they were.
They were.
They
missed
were
that.
briefly.
Okay, briefly.
Friday, I don't think they were at all, but they were last night.
Oh, okay.
They gave a guy a break. Actually, Georgia State Patrol did. Coweta County cops are the worst. They are some of the toughest. They don't give breaks, warnings, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a situation where a Georgia State patrolman was testing a guy for sobriety, and he passed. But if it was Coweta County, they would have found a way to lock him up.
Wow.
They're notoriously bad. Strict, I should
Well,
say.
that just goes to show you, don't drive in Coweta County.
And that goes through the airport, though, unfortunately. Like, if you're going to the airport, sometimes you cross
Even,
into
even
Coweta
on
County.
even on
part of it.
285? Even on
85. On the 85 side.
Yeah, but
Okay.
it's on the other side
Yeah,
of
on
the
the other
airport.
side,
there.
yeah.
Gotcha.
Depending on where you're going.
Well, I always go 285, then the airport, so.
That flight or
Luckily-
Jamie got locked up by Coweta County.
Well, we just came in here just to do an impromptu. We had nothing really planned.
We don't have any clips.
No,
No.
we're going to talk.
Except for the open, which you saw.
Yeah.
That was a great opening.
Which was
Tom gets full credit for that.
which was supposed to be for our gangsters and
Right.
If you don't care about three old farts talking, rewind the tape or the live feed to the very
Yeah.
beginning and watch that great video piece of classic commercials and
Well,
content.
I do
Batgirl,
want to mention the passing of Ryan O'Neal. I thought Ryan O'Neal was a true movie star.
Right.
You know, he's been around since the early '60s. He got his start on Peyton Place on television on ABC. But I may show a clip from it. But anyway, I would like to do a show.
Well, he was 82, right?
82, yeah.
82. I didn't know he'd been sick, but you know
Right.
when you're 82,
A lot of
you don't
people-
have to be sick.
No.
You know,
leukemia, wasn't
It
it?
can be.
No.
Well, he had that years ago. He's had
I
a bout
think
with leukemia.
he, and he had an affair. Well, he lived with Farrah Fawcett for like 16 or 17 years,
really?
but they never married.
No, and he was Lee Major's best friend. He stole Lee Major's
Right.
wife, basically.
Oh,
But they
wow.
fell in love with each other. It's not just a one-way street. But at
Yeah.
one point, they were best friends.
Well, Ryan O'Neal has a son and a daughter, Tatum.
Redmond.
Of course, Paper Moon's my favorite movie he made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a wonderful. And Tatum won the Oscar that year.
And he had the child with
7.
Farrah, Redmond, her only kid.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
Did you have that one on film?
I had a 16 print of Paper Moon at one time, but I
was
got
it,
it.
was it black and white stock or was it color stock?
No, it's black and white stuff.
Okay.
That's a good movie.
It's a very good movie. I got it on DVD now.
Tatum won an Oscar. She's one of the youngest actors in history to win an Oscar.
Yeah.
And she hasn't won one since. They give her a full-size statue or they give her the child statue? Because back when Shirley Temple or one of the young actors, whenever the kid actors, they give them a small statue. They really were.
I got a picture of Ryan with Farrah and his kids. Let me see. Go back here. Tom can't see it from where he's at.
No, I can't.
I hope you can't hear me chewing into the mic.
I probably can hear you chewing in the mic.
I know
so.
my headphones on.
Put those headphones on, you'll hear it. You could go around
I'm
this
going
way.
to show a picture. It's got Ryan, Farrah, his son, and daughter.
Yeah, yeah. Well, there you go.
Do you know who Tatum O'Neal's mother was? Ryan O'Neal's ex-wife, one of his ex-wives.
I was trying to think about that, but I couldn't think of her name.
Joanna Moore. She was an
That's
alcoholic.
right, yes,
But she
that's
was in
right.
The Fugitive and a lot of classic television
So
shows.
that's
Great actress and beautiful lady.
That's Tatum's mother.
Correct. Joanna
Yeah.
Moore.
Ah.
And she was in The Fugitive a bunch of times. And she had like a little flip, hairstyle, blonde, really
Mhm.
cute Southern accent.
When did Tatum pass away?
Tatum's
I
alive.
mean, excuse me. When did Farrah Fawcett pass away?
Yeah, I'll tell you exactly. June 25th, 2009, the same day Michael Jackson died.
Wow.
Same day. She got pushed out of the
Same-
headlines by
same
Michael
day?
Jackson's death. Yes. Same day, June 25th, 2009. And they slighted her at the Oscars in memoriam the next year, Farrah Fawcett, even though she was in Logan's Run. She had a, spoiler alert, death scene in Logan's Run, 1976, starring Michael York. She was in Extremities, a very serious, good performance, a rare good
Right.
performance from her. about abuse and turning the tables on your attacker. And, of course, The Burning Bed on TV, 1984. That was an Emmy Award caliber performance. So she could act over time when she improved herself.
Well, how many people have pinups of Farrah Fawcett on their bedroom door?
Of that poster?
The poster, yeah.
You remember?
One Piece.
You remember from was that Farrah? Yeah, I think it was a Christmas Vacation, when the parents come to visit the Griswolds, and the older Clark's father has to sleep in the bunk beds, and so he's on the top bunk. And the camera pans up, and there's a poster of Farrah.
Really?
Yeah.
Funny you remember that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't remember the actor. I forget the actor. Who was Clark Griswold?
E.G. Marshall.
E.G. Marshall. Thank you.
He played the president in Superman 2.
Yes.
By the way, with a terrible hairpiece.
Yes, he did. Yes.
And he was in Creepshow. The rich
yes,
guy with
yes,
the bugs
he was.
in the
Yes,
penthouse. What a creepy.
That
scene.
was a creepy one. That
And he was foul mouth boy in that, wasn't he?
Yes, he was. Did you remember? You ever see that one?
I'm sure I did. I just don't remember it.
Wow,
it's funny. It's just like I dream, but I don't remember my dreams.
Yeah.
If I watch a movie that's a long time ago, unless I was really into it, I don't remember a lot about it.
Well, they say if you get woken up out of a dead sleep, you don't remember your dreams. But if you're able to wake up naturally, you remember part of it. So you're saying you're not able to remember pretty much any of it?
Because when Sonny wakes me up, right? He'll.
Well, that's why.
That's why he just wakes me right up.
You know what that's a sign of, though, when you don't remember your dreams?
What?
Low intelligence. I'm kidding.
But well, that makes us all guilty.
Yeah.
Makes us
I remember
all
my dreams sometimes.
I do too. And some of them are more vivid than others.
Have you ever had a dream about me, Al?
I'm sure I have.
Were you killing me?
They were probably nightmares. I don't remember.
Well, you
ever have a dream about Tom?
I'm sure I have.
But again, you literally don't remember.
I don't remember.
Sometimes you forget. Sometimes I wake up, remember a dream, and then I lost it, and
yes.
you forget.
Correct.
Now,
the longer you're awake.
When I was younger, I would dream, and sometimes if it was a good dream, I'd want to go back to sleep and.
Yeah, but you can never pick it up.
No, you never can. You never can.
Quick question. Remember the movie Oh God, starring George Burns?
Yes.
Yeah.
They had a line in there about, did you dream in black and white or in color? See, we're in color, so this isn't a dream. I don't remember dreaming in black and white. Do you?
I do.
Sometimes
I do, but I also remember color, too.
Me, too. So I'm calling BS on
I don't.
screenplay.
You dream in color. You don't dream in black and white.
I have dreamed in black and white.
I remember dreaming
Really?
in black and white.
I don't think I've ever done that.
And what about the classic dream where you go to school naked?
Yes, or go to school in your
Or
underwear.
work. Yeah,
or
or
your
underwear, whatever. You're like, oh my God, so embarrassing.
Have you ever had that dream?
No.
Everyone's had that
come
dream.
on. Everybody's had.
I've never had
What
that
about
dream.
flying? Have you ever dreamed you were flying?
Yes, and I have dreamed I was flying.
Okay. They say if you fly and you run to the ground or you fall off a cliff, you actually will die.
You were flying like in a cockpit or like Superman? Like, what do you mean? Like in a plane?
Flying like Superman.
Oh, okay. With no electronics?
No.
Okay.
I have dreamed that.
See, no, you do remember some of your dreams.
Well, yeah, sometimes. Not all the time.
So, Yuletide-wise, it's Christmas time, and it's that time of year where everyone is, which is one reason we got together as a threesome for this to wish everyone out there watching
A Merry Christmas.
a Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah, too.
Happy holidays.
That's going on.
Happy holidays.
Hanukkah.
I don't have a problem with happy holidays.
I don't have a problem with it either, but I have a problem with people that have a problem with saying Merry Christmas.
I say both.
I know, but there are people out there that have a problem with saying the word Christmas.
That's true.
Or if you say Merry Xmas.
I don't like Xmas.
I don't like Xmas.
That's disrespectful.
It's taking Christ out of Christmas. So that's what it's kind of doing. There's pros and cons.
But people don't say Merry Xmas. They may write it.
Right.
Yeah, it's in print.
But they don't say Merry Xmas.
I've never heard no one say
a
that.
few people say that.
That's
before,
weird.
But,
That's weird. Of course, Tom is weird anyway.
God, I had to throw a zinger in. Why? Tom's being nice today, man.
I wouldn't even respond to that because I don't have my headset on. I didn't hear him say
I got some more down here if you want some headsets.
I know. It's okay. Mm-hmm. But anyway, a happy Hanukkah. And with all the things that are going on in the world, I wish it was a happier Hanukkah.
And I have a lot of good Jewish friends. They're dear friends of mine. Yes.
And,
Larry Wax. He's been on this show when we did it together.
Yep, yep.
Larry W.A.
He's a nice guy, but he's not a dear friend.
He's a film collector, or was.
No,
He moved away, though.
Let's
He moved away.
just say that he borrowed something and didn't bring it back. But
We won't go that way. But anyway.
But anyway, that being said, it's just a shame that the world is in the state it's in. But that's the way it is. That's the way it goes sometimes. I'm not trying to get political or anything, but that's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Whether it's Trump, whether it's Biden, whether it's Biden's son Hunter, or
Ukraine.
Yeah. There's Ukraine.
But
I
you
mean,
know
there's
what's
so much
amplified all
stuff.
of it is social media.
Yeah.
You know, I grew up during the Vietnam War.
And
I
we're
was
doing
living-
that by talking about it.
Yeah, there's no reason
We're
to talk about
guilty
it.
of it.
But the first war you saw take place was Vietnam on television.
Yes.
But I just never. And social media is the cause of a lot of this stuff.
Well, yeah. It's kind of like.
And I love social media. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like Chance does.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like bloggers. It started with bloggers. They became a quote unquote authority figure.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you started a blog about XXX or whatever, and they would say, "All right, you're now an authority on it," even though you're not. But the media might recognize Al as the authority on cartoons, just say.
Right.
Because your blog is about cartoons. Our chances is about superheroes.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he's a wealth of knowledge, is he the expert?
No.
I don't know who is.
Well, a lot of times you get accredited, like if you get published by, say, the Huffington Post. Your
Right.
blog, you get
Mm-hmm.
somewhat of street cred.
Yeah.
Or if you're a published author.
But
it doesn't make you right or an authority just because you had a
true.
book published.
Thank you.
There's
Right.
vanity presses out there. There's
Exactly.
Amazon.
I mean, they're no more authority than you are, or you or
Mm-hmm.
me.
being published on Amazon's not the same as being with Random House or something.
Correct. Correct.
It's a whole different ballgame.
Correct. And it's all in whether you're a college professor or you're not a college professor.
There's some college professors that are morons.
Yes, there are.
But they get the big bucks, those professors.
Well, the tenured ones.
Yeah.
I think the tenured ones. And they're untouchable, too. But we're getting into a politics.
Just like a government job. You can't get fired.
Kind of like a government job, yeah.
Or you can, but it's very
Yeah.
rare.
Yeah, if the board steps in or something. So get back to the holidays. I guess you saw in the news last week. Guess what is the #1 song? It's a Christmas song, an
Good.
old song.
Brenda Lee,
Brenda
Rocking
Lee.
Around the Christmas Tree.
Rocking Around the
I think that song is 65 years old, I think.
Yeah.
It's back.
Yeah.
But it's a great tune.
But see,
It's
even that Christmas record you played for us a little while, let's see the record. Carla with the 45.
Oh, Carla Thomas.
Just like if we tried to play this record right here.
This is a wonderful Christmas song. Carla Thomas was a soul singer back in the day.
Yeah. If we tried to play this
You got to turn it.
tune
It's the other side.
right here, and if we tried to play, I was got a turntable, and if we were to play this, All I Want for Christmas Is You, or the flip side,
Gee Whiz,
It's
that's the
Christmas.
A side.
It's a great song.
It's a great song.
But if we were to play that, we'd get dinged.
Yeah.
Oh, we would.
Yeah, but
But that song is from 1965. I mean, it's that's a great record.
and that's a demo. Where'd you get it?
Hold up. It's not in frame, Al. Let's see that in front of your camera, if you don't mind, sir. Let's see.
Is it-
now
is
you're
it-
perfect, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a promo copy.
Yeah, but where'd you get it?
I worked in radio.
Not in 1965, you didn't.
Were you an intern?
But the station I worked for had this later on, so. Yeah.
So you stole it. Come on, I'm just kidding. Come
No.
on.
It's some radio stations, they quit playing records, they put all on cart.
Yeah.
And so, but.
I remember WGH 1310 AM would play with a transcription disc or whatever, and they just throw them outside, throw them in the dumpster, and you could just get them. And all the records that have gone by the wayside just because they threw them out, they didn't think to keep them. Yeah. Although, where do you keep? Bill Tullis, a friend of ours at Turner, had an amazing record collection
of 45s
of albums.
Oh.
And it's just wall to wall to wall to. I mean, just amazing.
Well, I've got all my albums I bought as a teenager. I've got all my Beatle albums, and I have probably 3,045.
Original Beatles, like White Album?
Yes. The original.
You've also got a filing cabinet, a full-size filing cabinet that comes up to
And all drawer, they're all
drawers
filled with
and
records,
filled with 45s.
Yeah.
And you know, who knows what's in there?
And he's got jukeboxes filled with 45s.
Well, I haven't
jukeboxes.
I haven't looked at those 45s in a long time.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
and there's probably some good ones in there.
Oh, there's some good
bad ones, just like with all recordings.
Mhm.
You know.
Back to Brenda Lee. You know what it would take? This would be so easy to knock that record right out of the water. Is if Taylor Swift did a Christmas song. I can't believe she didn't do one with everything else she's doing. Time Magazine Person of the Year and everything else. That's going to sell a lot of magazines for Time. They knew that. That's why they didn't pick like Putin or something.
Correct.
That was a wise move.
Or the president of the Ukraine.
Oh, that putz.
You know what other record is 50 years old? Christmas song.
No.
It's 50 years old this year. Guess. I got it right here.
All right. Wait.
It's a promo copy.
Wait.
Give us a hint. Is it a male artist, female artist? I mean,
it's Elvis, right?
It's by Jose Feliciano.
Oh, now you gave it away.
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad.
50 years old.
I love that song. By the way, I programmed...
And that's a promo copy.
I programmed a whole Christmas block of Christmas songs on Fistful of Radio. It airs on the weekend. I'm going to start running it in the nighttime on Tuesday night and Thursday night. Really good stuff, rare stuff, and the favorites you know and love. I think I have the most original Christmas programming anywhere.
But you know that song has really got
Fistful of Radio. Yeah. I did a whole
that
block,
song has really
3 hour
got
block,
three
4 hour
major
block.
verses in Spanish and English, and that's it, over and over again.
You know,
I love Feliz Navidad.
I didn't realize the song was 3 minutes long.
It's a happy song.
Yeah.
Feliz Navidad.
We
can't even hum it. Probably get dinged for humming.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah. And he does a little drummer boy on the flip side.
What?
He does little drummer boy on the flip side.
I would play it on the turntable, but it would get dinged.
Well, you know, I wonder if fair use comes into play here as far as 30 seconds. Whatever happened to that? It used to be something called fair usage.
This still exists on YouTube.
It does.
Yeah, you can do an appeal, a 30-day appeal under fair use or other reasons. Yeah.
Now, I do have my favorite Christmas song by Elvis. It's not Blue Christmas. I like it, but it's not my favorite Christmas song by Elvis. My favorite Christmas song is this one right here. If Every Day Were Like Christmas.
Somebody texted you.
Oh, man, this is a beautiful copy.
It's chipped, though.
Oh, it is chipped.
But not on the side.
No,
the ridges of the music.
That's
Is it
the
just...
vinyl that's got a defect in it.
But I don't. It's not affecting the ridges of the song, so that's good.
Huh. If Every Day was Red. Wait a minute. It was written by Red West. Is that one of the?
Yes, he wrote that song.
Mafia guys?
He's an actor.
No, he was one of Elvis's.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
The one that wrote the book.
There's a Red West who was an actor though too.
No, there wasn't.
I'll look it up on my phone.
Look it up on your phone. No,
he
it
was
wasn't.
in some Fall Guys.
You sure?
And on the flip side, it was.
I don't think so.
And on the flip side is, how would you like to be from the motion picture? It happened.
That's not on the flip side.
Yes, it is.
Well, let me see.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
How would you like to be?
Yeah.
From It Happened at the World's Fair.
But
But this is a great song. If Every Day Were Like Christmas.
Yeah, play a little bit of it. Play 30 seconds of it.
No. We'll get down.
Right here, Fall Guy. Red West is Ace Madden, IMDb. It might not be the Red West. Is he Southern? He's Southern, right?
Yeah. I don't.
It may not be the same thing.
I don't think it's the same.
Do you know what he looks like?
I don't think it's the same guy.
That guy. Is that him?
No.
Then okay. Well, it was another actor. That's what I thought. Put that up for the camera, or can I do it?
Yeah. Give it to Tom.
Okay.
Give it to me.
That's the actor Red West, and he did
That's
a lot
not.
of
No,
80s
that's
TV.
not. That's not Elvis's.
Okay. I mean, that's why you're the expert.
Well, there's.
Well, you couldn't. It was a glare, but it's
Well,
okay. He tried.
No.
You know, I don't think there's another
Screen's
person.
too bright.
I don't
you
think.
have to take the screen down. You have to take your screen brightness down.
I don't think there's another person named Chance Bartels. If there is, that's just.
It's
well,
criminal.
no, Bartles
No,
and
there
James.
Yeah, there's Bartles,
but that's not
and
spelled
James.
the same way. That's
it's two
TLES instead of
I remember
TLS.
when Chance and I worked over at Cumulus. Some people called him Chance Bartles.
They did. Our whole life.
Bartles?
Oh, yeah. And I've been called Chase instead of Chance. It never ends. I don't care.
Chance
No,
Bartles.
do you have a middle name?
What was that bit? It was in those beer ads. You can call me Red, or you can call me Jet.
Oh, that guy.
You can call.
I don't remember.
Do you remember that? Ad?
Yeah, I think I do. Yeah.
It's like Miller Lite.
Yes.
Commercials.
Must be a cheap battery.
What are you doing?
Must be a cheap battery because the mouse keeps dying. Anyway, that guy was so popular there for a while.
What, Red West?
Oh, the guy that no,
you can call me Ray.
Yeah.
You can It's got to where you.
I don't know who did that. Is anyone? Can you see comments? Is anyone chiming in on that?
It's on fire. I don't know.
I can't see comments.
It wasn't that manager of the Yankees, was it? Was
No.
he? It was a comedian, right?
It was a comedian.
All right, that's
It was
right.
a comedian.
Well, I want to say hello to Helen Smith, Jerry Kiefer.
And
He's
that was
watching.
his bit.
Yeah,
That was his bit.
yeah, they're watching. That's on the Rewind page. That'd be some. You shared it.
I
on
shared
some,
it to a bunch
some
of
other
places, yeah.
other places.
Okay.
Yeah.
My personal Facebook.
So hey, Jerry
too.
and Helen. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, do you have a favorite Christmas song?
Bunch of them.
I mean, do you have one that you really like more
I
than
really
others?
like Rupert. Hang on.
I like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Any of those Christmas songs that
Gene Autry did that originally.
Yes.
Yeah.
That recorded. And I like those because I guess it's because it's from my childhood and I remember those best.
Well, those are the classics.
Yes.
You know, those are the ones that stand the test of time.
Yep. And that was his best-selling record was Rudolph the Red-Nosed
Mm-hmm.
Reindeer. Gene Autry. That was his best-selling record.
You know, he owned a chain of radio stations too at the time.
TV stations too.
Yeah, he owned KMPC in
And
Los
he owned,
Angeles.
He owned was it the Dodgers? He owned a baseball team. I think
That's
it was the
true.
Dodgers. And,
The Singing Cowboy.
Yeah. So he did a lot. He did a lot beyond his acting days.
Mhm.
And it's a shame that Dell Evans and Roy Rogers and Tom Mix and all those guys, they didn't go on to invest like Gene Autry did.
He
Gene
did,
Autry
and he owned a lot of
was
land in
smart.
California
Yeah,
too.
He did, and he can't take it with him. Bob Hope.
The only
Bob Hope
other-
was the same way.
the-
Bob Hope owned an amazing amount of
That's
land
true.
too. You know, have you ever seen his house? It's a bizarre looking house. It's a bizarre.
I
it's a
probably
dome- it's a
have. I just don't
dome
remember.
shape.
But I
It's
did.
just a bizarre looking house.
I did.
And-
I did meet Bob Hope. Though.
Yeah, well, I know you did. He asked you where the bathroom was.
Yes, it was when I was working at Turner, and I was in the film department, and the door was closed. And you know, then the film department was right across from Control C.
Right.
You know, and he was up there. I guess at that time CNN was downstairs.
Right.
I think he was on CNN. Anyway, so I was sitting there, and I heard somebody talking, and Ed, you know, in the film, I said, that sounds like it's Bob Hope, you know, and I opened the door, and there he was. I said, it's Bob Hope. He said, yeah, where in the hell is the bathroom? I never will forget that.
Bob Hope?
Yeah, he said that. He said, yeah, where the hell is the
Well,
bathroom?
you should have said, "I'll tell you if you'll let me take a picture of me with you."
Well, that was before cell phones and, you know, smartphones. If I had, if smartphones would have been around then, of course, you know, but
Of course.
yeah, that was my one and only meet with Bob Hope.
Wow, it's interesting how
He wasn't a very tall person either, really.
No.
He looks like he'd be really tall.
No, he's not. He wasn't very tall.
But it's interesting how when you meet these celebrities, because I met a bunch of them too, working for Turner,
Mhm.
just like you, and James Gardner, Anthony Quinn. I mean, the list goes on. Sid Charisse. I mean, the list goes on, and it is amazing how big or how small they really are, and how nice and how not so nice. they
And
are.
you know, I met Burt Reynolds. He was there one time, and he was in the, you know, and he's actually pretty tall.
Yeah.
He went on the Tush Show.
Yeah, he was
in
that.
1981.
That's when I saw him.
Yeah.
I went in there and watched him tape.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Now, what did he do on the Tush Show? Do you remember?
I don't
Cameo
know.
as himself.
Yeah.
He opened the show. It's on YouTube.
Yeah, I was
we
there.
can pull that clip and show it sometime.
I was in the
because
studio.
it's public domain.
I was in the studio when they taped that.
Yeah.
Because I watched them. I used to go in there and hang out.
Did Bud Windling run you off?
No, actually, he didn't. The only time he did run us out of the control room, of course, just a lot of people don't care, is when Brother Gold would tape his segments. Remember Brother Gold?
Yeah.
You know, and he was doing the Rod Stewart song to a spiritual, Do You Think I'm Sexy?
Yes.
And Bud Windling always, he was the director.
Yep.
And so we were cracking up, and he came in there, he says, all right, get that, you know. So we had to leave because we kept cracking up and screwing the taping up. What?
Well, didn't Bill take care of him in his later years? Not Bud Willing, but Brother Gold, the guy who played Brother Gold.
No, he passed away years
passed
ago.
Away,
yeah,
and Bill took care of a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
for him.
maybe
So
he did. Yeah.
I remember Bill telling me the story, but
Yeah.
what do I know?
What are you doing over there?
I'm trying to pull up a Christmas song. You asked my favorite Christmas. I was going to play just 2 seconds of it.
You know what?
You can't hear it very good.
You know what my favorite Christmas? No, we don't need to play it. Just tell us what it is.
What is it?
My favorite all-time Christmas song is by Bing Crosby.
Oh, White Christmas.
No.
No.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's a great song. Do you hear what I hear?
No.
I have the
Now,
45.
most people think the song White Christmas is from the movie White Christmas, but it's not. It's from the movie Holiday Inn.
Right, that was the first. You know, White Christmas with Rosemary Clooney was the
Yes.
follow-up.
Correct.
You know.
But,
What's that, guys? Can you hear it?
I hear it, but I don't know what it is.
You'll know in just a second. Continue.
So again, that's it.
I thought that would tip you off. I was just playing a
Is
little
it
game.
is it Mannheim Steamroller?
It's my favorite Christmas song.
Do you have one, Tom?
Yeah, I told you. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Oh, that's right. Just tell us what it is.
Oh, Herb Albert.
Herb Albert,
Yes,
yeah.
I said so earlier.
Okay, let's turn it off.
Oh,
we don't
Herb
get
Albert
flagged.
and the Tijuana.
In the Tijuana Band, and that was from Ed Sullivan Show performance on the Ed Sullivan Show.
I love him. He's the best trumpet player ever in my
I
opinion.
featured that on the Nostalgic Podcast
Well,
11 months ago. I did a 7-hour live show.
That's insane.
Christmas show.
But
It is. That's the longest one I've ever done.
Wait, a Christmas show?
I did last year. I did a Christmas show talking about the Sound of Music and a bunch of stuff. It's still on YouTube, of course.
My gosh.
I know. I was drinking a pot of coffee, wired on coffee, illegal drug caffeine. I went
Smoking a little weed.
No. No, we're a family show, sir.
But golly, were you hoarse by the end of that? Did you have a
I
voice
felt
loss?
fine, but I just prepared way too much material. And a tip-off should have been, I say this to myself all the time, if it's taking you 10 hours to prepare for a show, you might have enough material.
Well, that's a bad.
That's just overkill. in
That's
my
a good and a
opinion.
bad thing about Al and myself is it's a lot of times I won't prepare, but so much. I only have like that much, but we'll stretch it, make it that long.
Mhm.
But whether it's worthwhile listening, that remains to be seen. By the way, I want to apologize to you. I noticed Al's logo was up, my logo was up, and I forgot to put your logo up.
Oh, I thought you did earlier.
No,
It's okay.
earlier I did. Yeah, yes,
Oh, the
earlier.
opening and closing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Opening and
fine.
closing, but,
no worries. But
I
no
apologize that
apology
your
accepted, but
logo's
you don't
up
even
there.
need to apologize. It's fine. No worries.
Does this mic input work here? This is mic 2.
No, it does not work.
I'm just curious.
They feed into this little mixer here.
Okay, I'm just curious.
It might work, but I just don't use it.
I just saw it there. I just didn't know.
Yeah.
What's y'all's favorite Christmas movie? We talked about music a little. I mean, we don't have to wrap on that topic with music, but
my favorite It's not It's a Wonderful Life.
Well-
I have seen that movie so many times. There was a time when
and the
that
ending sucks.
There was a time when that movie was in the public domain,
Yes.
and they recopyrighted it. But because it
Well,
went
they recopyrighted
when
the color
Fox owned
version,
it,
didn't they?
no before it was the copyright had lapsed on it
Right.
and then every network in the country played it,
Right.
and then they renewed the copyright.
But who's they? Because
Well, NTA Film Services distribute it for television.
Okay.
Who released the movie? That's
Fox
a good question.
is a 20th century
No, it wasn't a
originally.
Fo- no.
Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
No, it wasn't.
No.
Really? No, it was.
No.
I'm going by home
Liberty,
video.
Liberty something. Liberty,
I apologize.
Yeah, it was Liberty
Film
Pictures. Liberty
something.
Pictures.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, how did Fox get in control of
Well,
it for
Fox
home
made
video
Christmas
rights?
movies, but they didn't own
If
It's
I
a
have a
Wonderful
home video,
Life.
it says 20th Century Fox. Sounds
They
music.
probably got the distributing rights to
Yeah,
it.
okay.
And that's probably how that
Well, thank you for clearing that up.
I can ask Siri.
That means, but does that mean that Disney now owns The Sound of Music?
Good question.
Because Fox, did they assume?
I'm sure they do.
Ownership of it when they distributed
Good
it.
question.
I don't know. Well, they run it on ABC, and that's owned by Disney.
Yeah.
And it might be on Disney Plus. I'll check it out later.
But I've seen Sound of Music enough. I don't need to see it again.
Which
Great,
Disney-
great songs though.
Which Disney's trying to get rid of ABC, but that's another
Yeah,
story.
you told me that.
Yeah,
Al.
they
they want
wanna
to
get-
sell it.
I remember when Sound of Music came out. It was a roadshow engagement. It was reserved seating,
Yeah.
even in my hometown of Wilmington.
I remember as a student in school, going to go see it. The whole class.
Yeah.
You know, everybody went to go see it. So at the Newmarket Cinema, which had the curved screen.
Oh yeah, the Cinerama screen, sort of.
Like concave. Or,
Yeah.
You know the opening scene where Julie Andrews is on the hill, and
cold as crap.
that was shot with a helicopter, and she said that helicopter was so loud and so close,
so cold,
and so cold, you know. And she said at one time when they take it, it blew her down. You know, it got so close that the wind from the blades just knocked her over.
She had a voice of an angel. I love that soundtrack. I have it on compact.
Oh, she's a
disc
beautiful, has a
and
beautiful
vinyl.
voice.
Well, there's
yeah.
a girl on TikTok, and I forget her name.
You sent me that video.
I should tell you, but
Yeah.
she sounds just like Julie Andrews. Sounds just like her, and as a tribute. She's not trying to rope her off or anything, but it's amazing.
There's also a guy on TikTok. He sings Elvis songs, and he sounds just like
Yeah,
Elvis.
he does. Yeah, he does. Yeah.
They had a great special for Julie Andrews, I think her 90th birthday, and Carol Burnett was there, and it was a great network special done in L.A. Wonderful. One thing about her career that really upset me, and I'm no prude, but I didn't like when she did that movie S.O.B., directed by her husband Blake Edwards, where she went topless, and I thought, oh no.
What was I thinking? That was Victor Victoria. She went topless as well.
She might have. I've seen that movie, but it's been a long time.
Yeah, Victor Victoria. She
that was in S.O.B. too, though. She did a similar move you're talking about. And Larry Hagman
I'm
was
sure
in that
someone
movie.
will correct us.
No.
Let me look at Facebook and see.
If we were wrong.
No, but there is a scene, of course, that she reveals her gender in Victor Victoria like that. Yes. Dramatic. But I don't know if there's nudity involved, but there was. She did a Velcro kind of thing in S.O.B., and it was shocking.
Gotcha.
What was that movie she did with Blake Edwards? She was a woman playing a man playing a woman, or something.
Victor Victoria.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Yentl with Barbara Streisand.
Yeah.
Robert Preston was the star.
Robert Preston, yeah.
Was the star as well.
The original
and James
star
Garner
of,
was in it.
The original star of The Music Man.
Yeah.
Wasn't that a big Broadway hit, Victor Victoria?
It was. I think it was a Broadway hit before it was a movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. That was a good movie, actually. I liked it.
Yeah, it was a very good.
That ran endlessly on HBO. I saw it dozens of times back in the 80s.
So, getting back to my favorite Christmas movie, I guess I don't. I guess I don't have one. I can't think of one.
Well,
really?
I mean, Miracle. What about Miracle on 34th Street?
No,
with,
you know, it's
Natalie,
good.
with the really young Natalie Wood.
Natalie Wood.
Tugging that beard.
Now that's a Fox movie, if you want to think about
Yes,
Fox.
it
But
was.
you know, I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, Edmund. What was the gentleman's name? Edmund. Who starred as the Santa Claus character? Edmund
Gwen.
I think I'm thinking.
Ed Gwynn.
No. I can't think of his last name. Anyway,
You can Google it on your phone.
ashes
I'll Google it.
Were recently found. It was lost at Hollywood Forever Cemetery.
His ashes?
Yeah.
How can they
And-
lose
and
ashes?
urn.
They're
And
what they
was-
put in a.
They were supposed to be on, display or whatever, and they misplaced them, and they just recently found them, and so they got a bunch of his fans together. and They donated money, and they bought a niche for him. And it's got a picture of him.
You're right.
Yeah, Edmund Gwen. Yeah. So
it's Ed Gwynn.
Edmund Gwen.
Yeah.
WGENN.
Yeah, but for short they call it Ed Gwynn.
But
you
they
know,
recently found him, found his ashes, and they had a ceremony and everything, and they had a niche. And one of the pictures, there's two pictures in his urn is in the center. I posted on the nostalgic on my page.
podcast.
Yeah, Basil's nostalgic podcast, and that was nice of his fans to do that because he died a long time ago. So it was very nice of them to do that for him. But that's a movie he's mostly known for, even though he had other roles. But that's like It's a Wonderful Life. That's a movie that you watch at Christmas time. Now, my favorite Christmas movie is A Christmas Carol with Alastair Sims.
That's a good one. John Gilbert, our good friend, he plays
Yes, he does.
in the play
Yes, he
here
does.
in Atlanta. But I think
That's
he
my
said he
favorite.
liked that movie
That's
too.
my favorite.
Yeah.
I like Albert Finney as Scrooge. That's a heartwarming.
That was actually a good movie.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Good international.
That was
movie.
good too. But
You're right. Edmund Gwen died in 1959.
Yeah.
To your point.
It's been going a long time.
But you don't like Scrooged?
By all-time
With Bill
favorite.
Murray?
Oh yeah, great one. Karen Allen.
Bill
Good
Murray,
movie.
Karen Allen.
Did I see that? I don't know. Maybe
That's the only Christmas movie that's mainstream that has marijuana in it that I.
You like
think
Christmas Vacation?
Of course. Shitter's Full.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Cousin Eddie's Return. That was
Yeah.
great. Yeah. My favorite of all time has got to be Silent Night, Deadly Night. I'm kidding. I hate that movie. I'll never see it again. It's a horror movie from 1985, I think, from the mid 80s, set at Christmas time. I mean, that is sacrilege, man.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Just like those Faces of Death. I'll never watch those real life videos that shows like people falling off cliffs and stuff. I mean, that is, you have to be really sick to enjoy watching that stuff.
So you don't have a movie, a go-to movie that you might watch every Christmas?
I do.
And which is?
The Lion in Winter. Peter O'Toole and Katharine Hepburn.
Is that a Christmas movie?
1968. It takes place at Christmas.
If Woody Wise is listening, you just perked up his ears. He's a huge fan and friend. Or
Peter,
was a friend.
Peter O'Toole. That's a
Peter
wonderful movie. Did you ever see it?
I probably did.
The Lion in Winter. But it takes place at Christmas time.
The Lion.
I've never seen it.
Have you watched it yet this year so far?
No, I have it on DVD. TCM usually shows it around Christmas time.
Yeah.
That's Turner Classic Movies.
Yeah, it'll probably come up.
Well,
It's
who's the
good.
star of that again? Did
Peter
you say?
O'Toole and
I mean, you
Katharine
said
Hepburn.
Peter O'Toole, but any other big names in it?
Yeah.
Is Mickey Rooney play a Japanese guy in it? Oh, I'm thinking
No,
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
no, it's like that was Breakfast at Tiffany's. What's his name is in it?
Is he really?
One of his
What's his name?
one of his
Oh, yeah, I know his name.
one of his first
Paul
movies.
Newman.
He played
Al
I'll
Lewis
look it
was
up.
in it.
no he
Don't overthink it. It'll never come into your brain. Don't strain yourself.
he's a great actor.
You know.
He's a great actor. So he's won Oscars?
The Lion in Winter. Yeah, he played Hannibal and
Anthony Hopkins?
Anthony Hopkins.
Sir Anthony Hopkins?
Yeah.
From Magic. What a weird movie that is. Magic with the ventriloquist.
Lion in Winter was one of his first features. He looks so young in it. He looks like a kid.
Did he? Was he handsome?
That's all right.
I met him on
and also
in Atlanta on a movie
Pierce
set.
Brosnan is in it. The guy that he looks like a teenager in it almost.
Oh, one of the James Bonds, of
Yeah.
course.
1968.
1968.
That's when that movie came
I didn't know
out.
Anthony Hopkins was.
I said 1968.
I didn't know Sir Anthony Hopkins was around acting back then. That's
Yeah.
amazing. I didn't know that. I did not know that.
He played Richard
Dang.
in that movie. Yeah. John Castle was in it.
That's a great movie.
Oh, you know who else was in it?
Who?
You won't believe it. Oh, what's his face? I'm sorry.
When you get
You don't remember what's his face?
He's a great actor.
When you get old, your mind kind of just
Well,
goes.
that's what happens. You tend to forget. The little
That's starting to
things
happen to
like
me
that.
too.
Well,
When I'm
you?
live, I'm like,
You?
yeah, I'm starting. I'm like, oh wait, and then it'll hit me, but I'm like,
Yeah.
I have like a delayed reaction. It's like things aren't firing in my brain right away. It's like when you try to start your car. If you have an old school starter
Yeah.
engine, you have an electric
Yes.
car.
Well, which I wish I didn't have. Which I wish a tree would fall.
Every
Why?
day. Speaking of electric cars,
What'd you
every
say?
day I see 4 or 5 Teslas going down the road.
Yeah. Well, the prices really come down.
Yeah, I see them all the time.
yeah.
White ones and black ones.
Yeah, yeah. The prices really. You can get in one for under $30,000 now. So
I don't want an electric car.
yeah,
What are you driving now?
I'm still driving an
Okay.
electric car.
I thought you just said I totaled it.
No, I wish.
That was the
it would
Cadillac.
be totaled.
That was the Cadillac he told.
Not me in it. Not hurt anybody. I didn't say that for real.
Something that's entered my mind about that On Patrol Live. If anyone out there watches that, did you see that car wreck last night where there was a car accident and everyone escaped? Like it might have been illegal aliens. All these people escaped and fled. They caught them.
It was the lady's fault.
It was the lady's fault. She ran a
turned.
stop sign.
Yeah.
It was amazing how quickly they got the footage from an overhead camera just on the street to the police, where they can watch it and see who's at fault here. Man, Big Brother is watching. In that case, it was a good thing. But dang, that's kind of spooky.
Yeah, Big Brother's watching more than you.
And listening.
Yes, because just the other day I was talking about something, and it showed up on my phone within the hour. Something related.
No,
to it.
if you go to Amazon and look at something,
Yeah.
if you go to Facebook, you'll see an ad for it.
Yeah.
And by the way, to correct something I just said, I don't know if they were illegal aliens, but none of them spoke English. Odds are they probably were illegal.
Yeah,
if they ran from the scene of an accident,
probably.
they weren't at fault, yet they ran. What's up with that?
They stopped this one guy. Maybe it was in Toledo, Ohio, and the officer said, "Can I see your driver's license and registration?" "Oh, I don't have a driver's license."
Yeah. Right.
Holy Toledo.
It's amazing what you see on that show and what's going on in this country.
You know,
with
speaking
drunk
of
drivers and
you
stuff.
know, speaking of Big Brother, I mean, Alexa's sitting right there.
Right.
She listens all the time.
That's why I don't want Alexis.
Right there.
But even without it, it still listens. You say, oh, I need to get a new pair of shoes, and you'll see all these shoe
Yes,
ads because
yes.
your phone is listening for keywords.
Right.
And don't let me forget, I want to get on my soapbox about what MeTV did with those Beverly Hillbillies briefly. Not now, we're talking Christmas happy stuff.
Alexa, what is the weather?
Good afternoon, Al. The current weather is 48 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies. Tonight, you can look for cloudy skies moving in and out with a low of 32 degrees. Also, I can provide you with tomorrow's weather forecast in the evenings. Would you like me to do that?
Yes.
I wasn't able to create your routine. Check out the Alexa app to create your own.
Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Alexa, play Al's place too.
No. We're not going to do that now.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Oh, it doesn't know that.
It
That's
doesn't know
another thing. Al does Music of Your Life. It's a nationally syndicated show. And he plays all the...
And I got to do Monday's show here when we finish.
And he's paid for it.
He's paid for it. Thank God. But, well, this has been fun. You didn't come up with a movie. A Lion in Winter was your movie.
Yes.
Now, Die Hard?
You know...
I don't. I'm in the minority. I don't consider
they've
that a
released
Christmas
Die Hard back in the theaters.
Have they really?
1 or 2 shows a day.
Yeah, they did. They are.
Because a lot of people still think it's a Christmas movie.
Well, the only time it's
Because
Christmas,
it happens around Christmas.
at the end, it's got a Christmas song on the credits. What's the song that plays on the end credits? There is during the end credits they play a Christmas song. Oh, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
See, we're going to get dinged because you sang that.
No,
I don't know. It probably is a Christmas movie because it's set during Christmas time. But it just, to me, a Christmas movie.
Well, there's this
is
thing
a
going
war
back and forth. Is it a
movie,
Christmas movie? It is
sentimental.
not a Christmas movie. I don't know.
Just
Who
like
cares?
Jingle All the Way.
Terrible movie with
Arnold
Arnold
Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
I think Danny DeVito was in it too. And you can only watch it on one basic thing. They came out with a character, that Turbo Man character that they were after in that movie. Walmart had it exclusive, just like they had Robbie the Robot and Iron Giant. And they had Turbo Man as an Walmart exclusive. So some toy company actually made that toy, which wasn't a real toy to begin with. It was made. It was something for the movie.
Right.
So, just like Clyde Griswold with those moose cups that he drinks from.
Right.
They probably really didn't have those, but now they got them everywhere. You can buy those things everywhere. So, who knows?
I want to recommend a movie from 1947. Robert Mitchum, Janet Leigh, A Holiday Affair.
Oh, Thunder Road.
No, A Holiday Affair, where she plays a comparison shopper, which they used to have back in the big department store days in New York City. And she buys a toy train. Anyway, just look up Turner Classic Movies. Sometimes plays it, and Ted Turner colorized that movie in the 80s. By the way, oh yeah, it looked like those old school 3D glasses, the blue and the reds. Like those are the only colors you saw. Like when he colorized the first season of Gilligan's Island, it looked terrible. Let me quickly say, I love MeTV. I watch it all the time.
I always got to get on this soapbox about the Beverly Hillbillies. Oh God. What?
Hey, I mean, we're talking about preserving TV history here. I don't know why they
just because they eliminate a couple of shows, he gets all bent out of shape.
They skipped 3 episodes, which are key to a storyline written by the show creator Paul Henning, and then next week they're skipping 2 more, all from season 8. I wouldn't care if season 8 were out on DVD. It's not. They only released season 1 through 5 on DVD of the 9 seasons.
I wonder why they did that.
It must not have sold well. But Pluto
TV. But he's bitching about it. You can go to Pluto TV and see him.
I was just about to say that.
Why have you got to see it on MeTV?
Because they tout themselves to their customer. I'm their customer. You're their customer. Tom's their customer. We're all classic TV and
You don't
film
think I'm
fans.
a customer?
Oh,
I just said you're the customer.
Oh.
So I don't know why you're so laissez-faire about it and apathetic. And look, it's not a major crime, but my point is it's inconsistent and hypocritical to play All in the Family.
You know how old the Beverly Hillbillies are?
That has nothing to do with it.
Think about it.
You know how old the Three Stooges are? You watch that every week on MeTV Saturday night.
That's a different story. Well, they show all the Three Stooges. None of those are.
They're not in sequence.
Yeah, and this was a story where it was written as a 6-part story, so they eliminate 3 of the storylines where Shorty's going to marry this woman he doesn't want to marry. the objectionable scene was in Mr. Drysdale's bank. He has a bachelor party, which
Right.
include a harem girl slave auction.
Right.
And they anticipated people would complain. They also skipped the 12th episode in black and white because it showed the Confederate
season
flag.
again?
Season 1. MeTV also skipped a season 1 episode called The Great Feud. I think it's the 12th episode.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason was they showed the Confederate flag in a way where they're in a feud with the Drysdales because Sonny Drysdale ran out on Ellie Mae. He had proposed to her unofficially, and then she threw him. Remember how she was had brute strength? She threw him around, and so he ran out the house and never wanted to see her again. And so the Clampetts said, "Well, he was courting her. He was courting Ellie Mae. He's got to follow through on that, And so they show up with guns at the Drysdale house with the Confederate flag. I guess it was too much like January 6th or something like that. I don't know.
Well, it's funny. It's funny because Sonny, what's his name? Sonny
Drysdale, the character.
He's played by Louis Nye.
Yes, that's right.
Who also played Zombo.
And his character's
Louis
supposed to be
Nye
staying in
was a
college
funny
for
guy.
20 years because he wants to be around the women. So he's way older than college age in the show. It's a joke.
Exactly.
Louis Nye is a funny guy.
But I just don't like that. I mean, look, they play All in the Family and MeTV with a disclaimer. Times were different. Why wouldn't they play a disclaimer? Just be consistent. That's all I ask.
Just write him a letter and ask him.
I will write him a letter instead of bitching on social media and on this show and on my show. And but I think people should know. And the people I did tell were offended. They're like, well, that's
when I worked
really
at
ridiculous.
Channel 17, we ran them all on film. We had them all. We didn't cut anything out.
If you're going to run a show, run every episode or don't run it at all.
Mm-hmm.
And they also skipped a Matlock episode from season 1 titled The Stripper. And it had no nudity. It's FCC approved. What's the problem?
You're a popular guy.
Who over at MeTV? They must have just a rogue program director. I doubt it's coming from the owner of Weigel Media, but you never know.
Oh, great! Great! I real quick. I went Christmas shopping yesterday, and I only found one thing, and I went to Amazon to buy other 3 more presents. Now one of them is on my way to my son's house. Apparently, Amazon got his address and my address mixed up. So one of the Christmas presents is on its way. He said, "Hey, get excited."
To where? Your neighbor?
To my son's house.
Oh.
Get excited because you're blah, 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 blah. It's only 9 stops away. What he said. Oh, great. That means
Amazon drivers have gotten so bad about misdelivering. They're terrible.
Well, that wasn't the Amazon driver.
You can't blatantly say that. You don't know.
I can because I've had several things misdelivered. They're not paying
I've
attention.
had one thing misdelivered. That was it.
That's your
all those
experience.
years.
And good, you're lucky.
And I've had one thing misdelivered.
I've had 3 things misdelivered.
And mine was peanut brittle.
Oh, I love peanut
things,
brittle.
Of all things, peanut brittle.
Bad for the teeth, but I love it.
It's not good for your teeth.
It's good peanut butter.
Look, some films I brought over we can watch later. I brought a bunch of cartoons. I don't know what this is. Let me just show for the camera. There's a film reel. I don't know what it is. I do know what some of these are. Here's something I don't know. The label, don't pay attention to it. I don't know what this is. It might be a Three Stooges.
Well, didn't you?
We'll figure it out.
Chance's a film collector. He doesn't have a splicer. He doesn't have rewind.
I splice. I do have reels.
No, you don't. You don't have a splicer.
I thought we were going to get along today, and I can't even open this.
He splices film with Scotch tape.
I have. And I have an autographed. I've shown this on my show, but there's an autographed gold key comic book of the Governor and JJ. If you want to hold that up, signed by. There you go. Julie Summers, who was in the cast of Matlock, among other things.
I like Julie.
Was
the last thing she did was a Matlock in 1995. She retired from acting.
You want to hold it for the camera?
Now, how many seasons?
I'm sending her a Christmas card this week.
How many seasons did this show
2.
Run?
Really 1.5.
Which is probably why you never see shows that run a season or a season and a half on syndication.
You don't, but MeTV's good about having like little mini marathons of short-lived.
Yeah.
And Sci-Fi Channel was good back in the early 90s doing that. They'd have the Sci-Fi Series collection where they played The Invisible Man show starring David McCallum, which lasted just a few episodes. The Magician starring Bill Bixby, 1 season. The Immortal, a great show where this character had immortal blood and rich people wanted to take his blood, which would kill him in a transfusion so they'd live forever. And who played that? Christopher George, who died in '83 of a heart attack. Former Marine.
He also played a Rat Patrol, right?
Yeah.
I like the Rat Patrol. Yeah. The Rat Patrol's got a great theme on the end. I love their theme. Da-da-da-dum, da-da-da-da.
That's a good thing.
Mr. Magoo cartoon.
I like Mr. Magoo cartoon.
Jim Backus did the voice. Yep.
I got a Droopy cartoon.
Hello,
I
all
just
you
burped,
happy
sorry.
people.
Hey, everybody. But
what's this? Mighty Mouse.
Did you say you brought an Outer Limits episode?
Yes, I did. I brought an Outer Limits episode right here.
You gonna leave that with me?
No, sir.
I don't have time to watch it today.
Well, we'll see what we got time.
Why don't you
to
just
do.
give it to me? I'll give you the
Little
Marvel.
early for
I'll give you that Marvels.
Whoa.
I'll give you the Marvels big
No,
banner for it.
UFO film. You've got the UFO mystery film. Here's a Daffy Duck cartoon, Warner Brothers. That's an old Daffy Duck. He's when he's all zany and
Daffy
crazy.
Duck is my
He's almost
favorite.
like a villain. No, it was on a reel that went bad.
say,
It's been separated. No.
Is it vinegar? Tom, is it vinegar?
It was on a vinegar reel. There's a Mighty Mouse. See, it says on the leader, Mighty Mouse. Here I come to save the day.
Now we had Mighty Mouse at Channel 17. They're episodic.
I brought some gifts for you guys. Some Garbage Pail Kids stickers. There's a kid farting. That's for Al, the farting kid.
Did you bring me a comic book?
There's one of no, I didn't bring a comic book this time, but I did bring some Batman cards. Michael Keaton.
Oh, there was a Batman card.
You have any
Jack
Batman?
Nicholson.
You have any Batman comic books?
Garbage Pail Kids.
Anyway,
Wendy Winston. That's a pretty good name.
Yeah, I couldn't find an Al or a Tom in my stack. I looked and looked and looked. So
Can you see that?
I'll give them to you later.
Yeah.
So I wrote down. I took inventory because sometimes things disappear. Outer Limits, Mighty Mouse, Daffy Duck, Fat Albert. I didn't do my joke. But I brought a fat
Albert.
You.
I'm not fat though.
No, you're not fat.
No, but-
Mr. Magoo, Droopy, the unknown red can, unknown metal can. I don't know what it is.
What's the name of the Outer Limits?
The Guests with Burt Mustin. You know that actor, his character actor?
Yes, he was from
One of the oldest men. He looked like he was 100 years old.
Yeah, he's from.
Is it vinegary or anything?
No, it's fine. Oh, let Tom decide. He's right there in that can.
Let's have you in the can.
It's in a metal can at that, which is the worst.
Now this one's labeled Deputy Droopy. See, Droopy.
Classic reel.
Droopy cartoon. That's a funny one too. This Droopy cartoon's really funny. No vinegar.
No vinegar. It's called
The Guests.
The Guests. Yeah.
It's about a house. This young man enters. You've seen this one. The young man enters a house. It's like Hotel California. I bet that's where the Eagles got the inspiration for that song.
Did you bring it over here one time before?
I don't remember.
Well, you can watch them all on Roku. I think one of the streaming services has it out.
That was an MGM-UA television show.
Yeah, but
so now does Amazon own
one of the streaming channels has the Outer Limits, and I will mention my favorite hour show was the 12 o'clock high shows.
Yes,
that's a Quinn Martin production.
But Prime. If you have Prime, they have all of them on there now. I've been watching them.
And great quality. Did you say they're
beautiful.
restored?
30, yeah.
Some of them have next week.
Yeah. And at the end, they have next preview of next week's show.
Yeah.
Now, they're running them not in
sequence.
Yeah. They're running them in production order.
Are they on demand or do they just run?
No, they're on demand. You can watch one episode over.
But once you start one, it goes right to the next one.
It will if you tell it not to, it'll say either watch credits or go to the next episode. You hit watch credits, it'll run. And it has the Fox logo at the end and everything.
The old Fox logo.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
Well, Dominique Frontier, he was a wonderful score of TV
composer.
themes. Yes.
And you know where he came from right before 12 O'Clock High? We just talked about it. The Outer Limits, Season 1.
Is that where he was?
Lance Rubin replaced Dominique Frontier for Season 2 of The Outer Limits, which got canceled in the middle of its second season. And the music wasn't as good. They changed the theme and everything from Dominique Frontier's classic to the Lance Rubin.
He did 12 o'clock. I mean, Voyage to the Bottom of the Sea, right?
No, he did not.
Oh, okay.
He did The Invaders, Dominique Frontier, for Quinn Martin.
He did The Fugitive.
No, he did not.
Oh.
He did. But what they did in Season 4 of The Fugitive, when it went to color, they used old music from The Outer Limits, which had long been canceled. They did. There's and it's so, and you know these scenes because you know Outer Limits like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh my God, that's from The Galaxy Being, or with Cliff Robertson. I'm like, oh man, it totally does not fit The Fugitive.
Well, even Lost in Space used canned music from other shows.
In fact,
all right,
I'll tell you a secret. The opener from today, the television styling. There's two of them. See if you can pick which one was from The Outer Limits.
Oh, good.
Oh, it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it yet.
No,
I'll watch it later.
no, the TV roll. And that,
The pre-roll.
Oh, yeah.
The pre-roll.
Take control of your... we now return control to your TV.
Yeah. Now, who voiced that narration? Trivia. You know it.
No.
Vic Perrin.
I don't.
and he did on-camera work in the old Star Trek and voice work. Playing alien. We are the Metrons. He appeared in Mirror Mirror in season 2, the original Star Trek Mirror Universe. He played like a leader of a peaceful planet. Anyway.
Well, the voice guy, the narrator for 12 O'Clock High, also did the voices for Peyton Place, the TV series with Wyan O'Neill back in 1964. Same voice, Peyton Place. Yeah, he was the same. What was his name?
Ryan O'Neill.
The voice guy for
Peyton Place?
No, yeah, but 12 O'Clock High, he's the same guy. 12 O'Clock High, a QM production.
Oh, that is Dick Wesson.
Yes, he did it for Peyton Place. 1964, yeah.
And he also started Wesson Oil Company.
It's confusing because there's an actor named Dick Wesson.
There is.
Yeah.
Yes,
and he was on the Beverly Hillbillies of all things.
He was. He was in a lot of stuff too. He was, he had a couple of shows too that was short-lived.
And then Hank Sims did the voicing of the Quinn Martin shows after Dick Wesson for starting with the FBI with Ephraim Zimbalist. And
Junior,
he did.
Yeah.
Was it Junior? Yeah, it was Junior. Ephraim Zimbalist Jr.
Yeah.
And Stephanie Zimbalist was his daughter from Remington Steele.
Correct.
Beautiful. And she did a TV movie with
I remember
William Shatner and Patty Duke called The Babysitter. It was
when
terrifying.
the FBI would come out, the FBI in color.
Yes, in color. Well,
what are you doing?
I'm moving your camera because you moved.
And then Hank Sims did like Barnaby Jones, which I really like with Buddy Ebsen. He did that voice. Barnaby Jones, a QM production. I could not do it. It's good. Now you all know I was talking on I was live on YouTube on another channel, and the subject of old time radio came up. Gunsmoke, the original Matt Dillon, best
Conrad.
voice. Thank you very much.
Yep.
That's one of the best voice artists of all time in radio.
Yep, he did.
Those
He
pipes.
did a lot of stuff. He did a lot of
What was
stuff.
Fugitive narrator.
What was the guy? It was on TV series Cannon. He was a good voice guy.
That's what we just said.
Yeah, William Conrad.
Yeah, he voiced the Bullwinkle show too.
Yes, he did.
Mhm.
And he did, his publicist did not want that out. That was uncredited. No, they thought it would hurt his career.
Well, Bullwinkle's really an adult show.
He used a
Jay
different
Ward
tone in his
cartoons.
voice too.
Yeah.
I mean, you can hear it now, and you go, "Yeah, that was him."
Yeah.
But if you listen to it just casually, you don't put two and two together because he didn't use his real voice. He was very loud.
And someone reminded me last night, I forgot all about the show Nero Wolfe he did. I remember Jake and the Fat Man. I remember Cannon. I have all the Cannons on DVD. Never watched them. I ordered them
They're
like
good
2 years
though.
ago.
They're good though.
They're good. The quality's not good. They didn't go back to the 35 millimeter elements, just like the ones on MeTV. Same with Barnaby Jones. After season 1, the quality is just bad.
Now, how long did Jake and the Fat Man run?
Canon 5 seasons. I don't know. Where'd my phone go?
So well, your phone was there.
It was there. Now
real
it's
quick,
gone.
Chris Sapin, which is a guy I reposted a lot of stuff on my page, who redoes ads like I redo ads. He did one of William Conrad getting the job of Jake and the Fat Man, and the last cell basically gives away the whole thing. It says, "Who's playing the Fat Man?" So he didn't think he would be playing the Fat Man. So
Let me look that up.
so.
You're asking me how many seasons?
How many seasons was Jake
and the
Fat Man with William Conrad, and who was his co-star?
I'm chewing into the mic. It's so gross.
Yes, it is gross. Oh, you got
I hate
something to
people
say about
drink
that?
and talk.
I don't care.
Hey, by the way, I've noticed that your chair is not squeaking as much. It's still squeaking, but it's not squeaking.
I'm just not moving around.
Alan Campbell, Joe Penny. I'm looking at the cast of
Yeah.
Jake and the Fat Man.
See, you don't hear of these guys anymore.
Well, they unfortunately might be deceased.
Yeah, they might be.
Let me
Or
see.
with us.
Or they're now selling real estate.
You know, all the people that we grew up with are just going away.
Yeah, well, that's,
it's just the
why.
life.
It is
You know,
bad.
it's just
5 seasons. It ended on May 6th, 1992. Began September 26th, 1987. That's a healthy run. I didn't know it was on that long.
I didn't know it was that long.
What a career William Conrad had, because he was Canon
CBS.
70s, 80s.
It's CBS, right?
Cannon was on CBS.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I know it was CBS. No, he's talking about Jake and the Fat Man. That
Oh,
was
okay.
CBS.
That's CBS too. Yeah.
You guys remember how each network, I talked about this on my show, had a different look. Like if you're watching a show on NBC, talking about the big 3 networks, NBC, CBS, ABC, there was like literally a different look of a show. You could tell what network it was airing on. You don't have that much anymore with HD. It all looks the same.
It all looks the same.
But do you know what I mean? Like, you could tell when a show was on NBC just by looking at the way it looked. And same way in reruns after the fact. I think that's kind of a lost art.
I always liked, back when color was becoming really popular. And of course, NBC had the peacock, ABC had their color logo,
and CBS.
And CBS, yeah, they were great logos. They really were.
I don't remember the ABC color one.
Yeah, the ABC color one that who was? I can't remember his name. The guy who shot the cinematographer in that film Rust.
The lady that was killed?
Yeah, he shot.
yeah.
Remember, he was shooting.
Alec Baldwin?
Alec Baldwin, yeah. He had a show on ABC. It was like a talk show, and it opened up with the old ABC logo.
Oh,
da, 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 and then ABC coming together. It opened up with that. I thought that was cool that they reprised that.
And I like how in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, Quentin Tarantino had a lot of throwback stuff in that movie.
Yes.
The Invaders was seen like on a billboard.
Oh yeah.
Or
Yeah, I've got the Mad magazines that they showed in that movie.
I have it too. I got it. I have that.
Those Mad magazines. So
that was really a good movie. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Yeah, but I haven't gone back and revisited it. I mean, it was a very good movie. I enjoyed it.
Oh yeah, I liked it.
I think we went to the theater.
Yeah,
to
saw it in the theater.
And it was a long movie, it was good. It was very good. And it did well for him, I think. But still, I have not revisited the movie. Have you?
No, I haven't on DVD or Blu-ray. One of them, anyway. It's good.
Someone was not happy, and that would be Bruce Lee's daughter about how he was treated.
That's true.
I think it might have gone to court. I don't know.
It might have. It might have. It might, in fact, definitely have. For sure.
How long have we gone, Al? I was trying. Are there any comments coming in? I can't see.
An hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, that's nothing.
Yeah.
I guess it isn't when you go 5 and 6 hours, is it?
That's like going 5 minutes.
That is true.
Yeah. Well, it's been fun.
Did I have anything else I wanted to show? Let me see.
I think that we are ready to possibly sign off because I've got to.
Yeah, I'm going to watch some film, and I know you got stuff to do. I see your better half calling you. What's up?
I got to go. Unfortunately.
You're not going to stick around for a film?
No, because my dog.
Well, I got a voice track too, so I can't.
Okay. Well, I got stuff to do as well, fellas.
We might watch
You're going to be
that
way. I'll take my pizza and run. And take my ball and go home.
Well, it's been fun. We wish you all a very happy holiday and a good New Year.
Yeah, same to you, fellas. Are you guys going to do a Christmas show?
This is it.
Oh.
Well, Christmas is only, 2 weeks away?
It's less than
Al said you had all these clips, Christmas stuff. And
I don't.
No.
I don't like I did.
Now, we were going to do, we've done a show on villains before. We were going to do a show
That's a great topic.
on screen
and
villains.
we were going to get John Gilbert back and do a show about
well, he's
Christmas.
he's busy doing his Christmas Carol. He was in the hospital for a week, and so we'll get him back.
Yeah,
you got to get your friend Michael back too, who does a great impression of Jonathan Harris, Dr. Zachary Smith. He's busy though.
Yeah, he's very good. Michael Pezzarani.
Easy for you to. I can't say
his
it.
Name
you can say. I can't say it.
He was on the show when we did it from your house one time, right?
Yes, he was. Yeah. Yes, he was. Very nice guy. Very nice guy. Very talented person. And he, like John Gilbert, does a lot of plays and stuff.
Yeah.
So he does a lot of things.
Well, I'm glad we had this time together, and we had some fun. we did. It was fun, and Al, appreciate it. It's nice to be back in your studio. I fired up your little beacon, which you told me has not been on since I was here last.
That's right.
It's on again.
That's an actual beacon light from a radio tower.
Yeah.
Look how big it is.
It's about the size of a fire hydrant. No, it's bigger than a fire hydrant.
And when you're driving by it, it looks tiny. It looks like a Christmas tree light.
Yeah.
But look how tall the thing is.
Yeah.
Now, you have it on a milk carton. That's an antiquated thing in itself, the milk carton.
Well, I have to...
Milk carton case.
I just got it raised up off the floor.
You have like a plastic milk carton that milk bottles used to go in.
Right,
the milkman.
right.
Remember the milkman? That's nostalgia.
I actually have two of those beacons. I got one in the basement, too.
Yeah, you do.
My friend Bob Lipscomb is an engineer. those beacons came from a station here in Atlanta. They took them off the tower to put LED lights on because it's cheaper to have LEDs.
Oh, yeah, because it costs a fortune for them to change
Yeah, and
the
those,
bulbs.
you know, and those use big 600-watt bulbs. And I swapped them out for
It's
regular.
like that. There's no way that's a 600 watt.
No, that's not. That's regular. That's a 60-watt bulb.
Yeah.
A friend of mine whom we know named Walt, he rewired it for me for regular light bulbs.
Do you want to tell your story about the tragedy with the plumbing and the posters? Or?
No, I don't want to go there right
All
now.
right.
I had a plumbing leak in my bathroom.
But it could have been worse. It wasn't that bad. I mean,
it was bad
You could have
enough.
lost a lot of posters.
I did lose some posters.
But luckily, they were really primo posters. I mean, they were
not the high end ones. No.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah. Unlike if this leak had been at our buddy who has a lot of it's Cinevision, Steve. If it had been his posters, remember his?
Oh,
he took
yeah,
it down
yeah.
to his, and he showed us all the posters. And he had some really good ones there. If they had gotten wet, woo, that would have been bad. All right,
He's got that room full of film. It reeks of vinegar. It's Cinevision.
All film.
Last time Al and I were there, Al's like, "Come here, look, the door's open," and we saw just rows and rows and rows of film. But we smelled vinegar. It was
Yeah.
kind of sad. I'm like, "Oh, something's gone bad."
I guess we got to say goodbye, don't we?
Yeah, we need to say bye.
Happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. I'll be on my show Thursday night at 7 Eastern talking
Oh, we had to get that plug in.
the
didn't we?
45th anniversary of Christopher Reeve in Superman the movie with Marlon Brando, Gene Hackman. I can't believe it's been 45 years, and I have going to play some extended scenes and give away some. I'm giving away Blu-rays, sealed, brand new.
So that means I need to be listening so I win.
You can play. You're eligible. Well, I'm going to have some trivia questions, and I'm giving away some Topps cards from 1977.
Wow.
And some books.
Well,
Gonna
listen,
be good.
Well, listen, we don't have anything to give away here. We could give away Chance's bottle of
His alcohol.
And I'll autograph it for
And
you,
I'll autograph
which is worth less than a penny.
So the first
My autograph.
caller to no, I'm just kidding. We're not taking any phone calls.
All right, say goodbye.
So
Merry
goodbye,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, and we'll
Happy
see you
holidays.
next time. Okay.
Bye.
On
Okay.
the show.
Okay. Bye.